Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Jen, Hong Kong, everyone. Okay, so you're joining me for a really good one. We had a live stream last night, tonight, as I'm filming this, that was really good. We talked for hours. We really went over the more of the Harry and Meghan shenanigans. We go into the Justine Bateman tweet. We go into people's feelings about all this. We watch some weird body language stuff where Harry rips his arm away from Meghan. That was pretty good. Seems to kind of push her out of the way a little bit. Meghan walks off in a huff, so we'll look at that. We got so much to cover, so you joined me for a good one. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. I'm Jen, Hong Kong. We have to start with the Justine Bateman because we love her. Okay, so all of you know, but in case you're the one person, or if you're from somewhere else and you're like, who's Justine Bateman? Justine Bateman is this fabulous actress. I remember her from Family Ties, but she's been in a ton of stuff since then. She's sister to Jason Bateman. So cute. And well, she tweeted out this. Ready? So she had picked up on where Harry's gray suit had tweeted out the dumb reporter called her Princess Markle. A dumb reporter. Okay. Meghan Markle. So sorry, Justine Bateman tweeted out. I need to go follow her, by the way. Meghan Markle and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved. They are touring the damage. And they're politicians now. They don't live here. They're tourists, disaster tourists. Hashtag Palisades fire. Woo! Isn't that, hold on. Sorry. Ooh, I did the wrong thing. There we go. Isn't that amazing? We love Justine. I love Justine. I'm going to get a tattoo of Justine on my bed. I'm just kidding. No, I think she's great. I'm going to get her name tattooed on me. I think she's fantastic. And good for her. And I love that she's calling them out like this because they need to be called out. That is utter BS what they've done. So good for her. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. What does it say? 52,000 comments. Heck yeah. Justine got it right. They are vile. That's right. And I'm so glad people are calling it out. Hi, Sabs McDowell. 52,000 comments now. Woo. That's great. Great. Yes, she did nail it. And you know what? I'm glad that I don't get into the whole celeb thing. I don't actually care. But I'm glad that a celebrity is calling them out because us commoners have, oh God, I just did what that reporter did. I did it on purpose. The commoner here has been calling them out forever, but I'm glad some others are seeing it too and calling it out. I think that's great. So she has a bigger audience than I do, so I need more eyeballs on it. Good for her. I'm gonna get to the Jennifer Garner one. I see what you're saying. Yes, I've got a picture of that as well. All right, let's keep going. So this was something I'm showing you my own stuff. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Real Recaps. I was going to make a joke, but I'm going to let it go. Okay. So the reason I'm bringing this up is to show you, I made a point on there that I don't think I made in the video, and it's just so weird for them because they're always playing victim. That's their favorite thing to do. But now they've decided to play savior. I'm just marinating on that for a minute. Sometimes I just go quiet and I stare at the camera like it'd be like if you and I are having tea together. We're sitting for tea and I just say this thing to you, like, can you believe what they did? And you're like, no, I can't believe what they did. And I just look at you like, no. Because that's what I do. If we were having tea together, I'd just look at you like, what are they doing? So that's what I'm doing. If you ever see me staring at the camera, I'm pretending like I'm looking at you. We're having tea and we're having a conversation. I'm just like, what are they doing? See, this one I sound Southern too. What are they doing? Y'all, what are they doing? I don't know. No, it's crazy. I can't make sense of it. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to recognize some people real quick. Oh, Jen, you nailed it. Oh, thank you. Bless their heart. All right. Make it make sense. You can't make it make sense, can you? I can't make it make sense. Can you make it make sense? No, you have to hit yourself over the head 15 times and then maybe it'll start making sense. You can't make it make sense. All right. Did I just snarl a little bit? I think I did a little bit. Okay, cool. That's the thing I do. I didn't realize I did. Cool. All right. That's a new feature of me. All right. With love, Balto. All right. No matter what she edits, it won't affect the original outcome. Oh, sorry. I pulled all these things I want to talk about, but I think the order got mixed up. I don't care. We'll talk about it all. So it might sound like I'm jumping around. I don't mean to. These are just all things I want to discuss. So now this is in regards to the Netflix thing, but I have a lot more fire stuff. So don't think I'm done with that. So it says, no matter what she edits, it won't affect the original outcome. People despise her, and her latest faux pas will only repel more potential viewers. Should have just aired it and take the consequences. Let's talk about this. And I'm so sorry to jump around. It's just what it is. Who cares? We'll come back. I want to talk about all of it. So we'll just do it. It will not affect the outcome. And I'm actually surprised that, oh, thank you. Is that code for ADD? Because yeah, that too. But thank you. You guys are funny. You're making me laugh. But I'm very fired up today, and I think you can see it and feel it. And I'm also caffeinated, so caffeinated and feisty. All right. Seriously though, I'm honestly surprised. Let's have a conversation. I'm honestly surprised that Netflix didn't take one for the team and didn't just go ahead and release it. I can't make sense of it either. What is listen, I actually think it's great. I say extend that sucker out. And I have heard the rumblings of cancel. I see you in the comments. We'll talk about it. But I say extend that sucker out. It's going to give us more time to make fun of it. What's the problem? Let's do that. Like Ian, I don't know if Ian's here, but Ian said something like, cool, more time to take the piss out of it. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. That's my plan. That's my plan for life. Like, what are we doing if we're not doing that? So yeah, but seriously though, I'm surprised that they don't just rip the Band-Aid off of it. And I'm honestly surprised they didn't, because traditionally, well, I can only speak to YouTube. I can tell you that YouTube, you get paid less in January than you do any other month, because advertisers have, how do I say that nicely? Well, I'm just going to say it the way I say it. Earmuffs. Advertisers have blown their load. Sorry, in December. So there's nothing left in January. So you just don't get paid as much. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because I believe that, I mean, that's why they have summer blockbusters, right? Is because you don't get the views in January that you do in like July. People just don't watch as much stuff. So I'm actually surprised they didn't go ahead and launch it, release it, whatever, because then she'd have something to blame. Isn't that her favorite thing to do? Blame others? No, but I believe Meghan would blame everybody and everything else. So I'm surprised that they didn't just go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off, and then she could blame, oh, but they launched it in January. Oh, that's the reason it failed. That's not the reason it failed, Maggie Poo. That's not it. There's so many reasons. And I want to talk about all of it. I want to talk about what you guys think. Well, let's talk about it right now. Do we think it's getting canceled? Sorry, I'm holding this thing weird. I know, I don't care. Do we think that it's getting canceled? I've heard the rumblings from Lady C and stuff. Here's what I don't think they'll cancel it. They spend too much money on it. I think it's gonna come out, but my gut said, and listen, I'm gonna go ahead and say all of this is alleged, because I don't know what I'm talking about. And if you listen to me, that's your own fault. But good luck to you. What kind of life choices are you making? But I make myself laugh, if nothing else. But I think they're too invested, and this is where I could use my friend John to explain contracts to me, because I don't understand them. But I would think that there would be some sort of obligation to produce something, right? So I do believe something will come out. I'm not downing Lady C. I love Lady C. She's probably got more inside info than I do. But if she's saying that it's canceled, there might be something to it. I'm saying not canceled. Could they be tweaking it some? The theory I put forth on, I didn't realize my mic was pulling down my shirt. The theory I put forth on the twins show yesterday was that, where they don't have any celeb friends. I wonder, Mindy Kaling is the biggest celeb that they got. Not that celebs matter, but I'm saying, I wonder if they're trying to get bigger people in there to try to boost the show. Like, where was Serena? I'm actually surprised she's not in there. But anyway, but no matter what they do, no matter how much time they buy, you better believe. Oh, I just reminded myself of Sting. Was it every breath you take, every move you make, rhrjen is watching you. You guys don't watch it. I'll watch it. I'll be watching. I'll be reporting back. We'll be having a laugh. Doesn't matter. I think that they're just postponing. And if they postpone, that means that they're revamping. It's my uneducated guess. They're revamping and they're trying to edit together something better. Now, I will go ahead and tell you one of these slides I'm going to pull in here is that a theory that they did this fire stuff. We're going to get into that. I'm pissed off about that. They did this fire stuff to have, I feel like I'm talking like this, to have more content, for their BS show. Could that be the case? Probably. Nothing would surprise me. Wouldn't put it past them. Yeah. So Anna Rojas, I hope I'm saying that right, posted this, and it says the photos of the heroes versus the photos of the useless. Oh. But to whom the press is devoting space and praise? To the useless. Oh, here's one of the pictures there. That's a true picture from the apocalypse. That's horrible. The actual brave men and women battling the fire. Okay. So just keep that in your head. It breaks my heart to see this. It really does. But keep that in your head for what's really going on and where the attention needs to be, and that these two grifters are there trying to steal focus and steal attention. And then you got the grifters. Hey, take a wild guess who's going to be in the middle of the photo. Okay, remember what I said earlier? When you're my friend and we're hanging out and having tea together, we get into a lively discussion, and I talk about something like this that's pissing me off. Sometimes I get so irritated I can't speak. So that's me right now. So I'm just going to look at you. And I'm just going to exhale. And I try not to drop the F so much right now, but I don't care. It's warranted in this case. There's one. Say, oh, I love it. Everybody's saying the same thing. You're saying WTF yeah, exactly. This is disgusting. This makes me sick. Sick. Do you? Okay. All right. Is this what we want to be doing when the fires are going on? Distracting people? Revealing the narc had such a good point. I believe she lives not terribly far from the area. She knew the area. I don't know exactly where she lives, and I don't want to dox her, but she knew the area. And she was explaining that they're stealing resources by distracting people taking pictures. They're stealing focus. They are these idiot news anchors. I'm yelling. I'm sorry, but I'm fired up. These idiot news anchors are reporting on them rather than the issue at hand. It makes me sick. What was the other point? Oh, she was explaining that the highways right now are so, I don't know how to say it, jacked up because people are trying to evacuate. So when you are playing tourists, trauma tourism, like these two wankers, to say something from the UK, you're not only taking up space and time, you're using the roads that quite literally it's making it dangerous for other people. So that's the stuff that I think we need to think about and to be raising our voices about and screaming about, because it's not just look at these idiots taking photos. I am going to say, look at these idiots taking photos. It's not just a photo op, okay? It's not. I'm going to call out the photo op, but it's more than just look at when people are like, oh, they're just taking photos. It is that, but there's so much more than that. I keep thinking about the resources that they're using. It sounds so silly. But I don't care. Go with me. I'm sure they were given the masks. So that could have been a mask for somebody else. Did they get a bottle of water? That could have been a bottle of water for somebody else. Resources, security, whatever it is, pulling people away to take pictures. These idiot politicians who are posing for pictures while people are devastated. People are dead and things are devastating and people have lost everything and they have nothing better to do but to pose. That's a whole other issue. I get real heated about that. Again, distracting news stories, using these roads that should not be used. It's so much more than an idiot photograph. It's dangerous and it's horrible, and I need a better word than insensitive. It's insensitive, but it's also, I keep my list off to the side, so I'm looking at my list. It's repulsive. It's disgraceful. That's a good one. It's disgraceful. People died. That's it. Exactly. That's exactly it. And the ones that didn't, they've lost everything. And it's sickening. That's it. That's how I feel too. Thank you. Get out of Dodge. People, that's it. It's just, yep. And you're exactly right, Lou's mom. In the middle of a tragedy. This is what, yep. Breathe, Jen, breathe. Here we go. Okay. Tessie, hi. Thank you so much for being here. They are awful people using the fires to make a profit. It's disgusting. How much did she charge people, whoever, for using the photo? Exactly. Okay. Again, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't know what I'm talking about. These are all my opinions. This is me speculating. Hi, Trevor. This is me speculating, so speculate with me here. It all goes back into the grift. It's gonna somehow play into, like, Archwell, right? Um, Whether it's work or taxes or some weird loophole or something, some sort of write-off. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have to say it like that because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm saying they don't do anything for the altruism of it all. They don't do anything just to be a normal, nice human being. They don't have it in them. So there's so much more to this, I think. I think it's just gonna continue. Okay, a perfect example. Okay. Do you remember that school? I believe it was in where was the school? Harlem. Was it? I don't know. Wherever the school was. You know the school I'm talking about. And Meghan is wearing the Joker outfit. And we found out at the time the disgusting amount of money spent to put on that production when I think there was like, I think it was in the 90% somewhere. It was something along. I did all the research before. You can go see my video on it, but it was something in the 90% of kids there were on reduced or free lunches. It just explains the area and what's going on and how much help that school needs. Okay. Come to find out later, allegedly, and I do believe it was proven, but I still am going to say allegedly in case I get something wrong. They show up. They tried to charge people allegedly for the book, The Bench, and they tried to get the school to spring for like new cushions and things like that so Meghan would look better in the photo ops. This is when I smell burnt toast because I can't believe people like this exist in the world. If you want to look good by cushions, how about you buy a whole new whatever it is that has cushions for the school? Why don't you think about things like that? I just think that's disgusting behavior. But my point stands. They have a history of doing things like this. They've done it before. So we're going to find out, I think, in time to come. Right now, we're just seeing the initial awfulness, but I think behind the scenes, we're going to find out so much more awfulness. We really will. I feel it. I'm telling you, it's happening. We're going to find out that they were making money somehow or charging people or whatever it is. Yep. See, you guys remember what I'm talking about. Thank you. $5 per child. Disgusting. And I think this is going to, thank you, Lou's mom. I think it's going to be a similar situation. Yeah. You remember the cushions. Exactly. Yeah. I think they were like blue cushions, which by the way, you know, my favorite color is blue. So when we have our meetup, I expect you all to spring for new cushions. No, if I need cushions, I'll buy cushions. By the way, if I need to travel with cushions, I got bigger problems than whatever, like that's crazy, but that's beside the point. No, but I think my point stands though, that they have a history of being awful right up front. And then we find out a whole mess of shit behind the scenes that they were awful about too. Didn't the letter leak? Isn't that how we found out? It was something like that. Again, allegedly, because it's been a while since I covered it, so I might have some of the details wrong, but it was something along the lines of we found out because either an email or a letter or something, same difference, leaked, and we found out some of her demands. She has demands. So I feel like this is going to be, I'm just telling you, watch this space for years to come. We're going to find out more about this. We really will. More is going to happen. Watch has here. And you tell me if he looks happy to be there because I don't think he does. So watch. She comes up to him. She holds his hand for a second. He's annoyed as blank and he rips his hand away. Watch. There you go. So grabs his hand. He doesn't like it. Look, he pulls his hand away. And then he goes over to talk to somebody else. And then she walks off in a huff.
Well, I'll tell you which system is.
Sorry. That's why I muted it. I was like, why did I mute it? Because there's no sound to that one, but there is sound to the one after. I'm going to play it again. Okay. All right. We're going to back it up. Here we go. So again, shout out to Princess Carparkle for pulling this video. So yeah, he's talking to people. She's trying to look busy. She comes up. Time to hold hands. Let's be romantic at the fire. That guy's an idiot, but he seems to have a moment of awareness because he's like, get off me. Oh, he'll pay for that later. She's going to punish him for that. I'm actually surprised he had balls enough to do that. Saying that's so not like him. Look, Meghan being a lunatic. Let me back it up. She's like malfunctioning. This was from Revealing the Narc, who originally posted this. You can see her watermark and then shared by the office of CB. Watch Meghan malfunction. She knows she needs to look busy, but she doesn't know what to do with herself. So she's just malfunctioning. There you go. Okay. So somebody said the same thing. These are pictures from TMZ. I was gonna pull in a little bit, but it's perfect. It works now. These are the idiots, those 2, walking through these sites. Okay. They're walking through these sites, which makes me absolutely sick. What did Justine call them? Grief tourists, something like that. Um, Trauma tourists. Um, they're walking through people's burned out possessions and stuff. And so I had made the joke, or he actually said that jokingly that she was probably looting, and I said, yeah, she's looking for jewelry, and something like Has is looking for a brain. I mean, just no telling. But yeah, it's funny that other people have made the same joke, and I think that's really clever and really funny. Yeah, definitely anything for attention. I totally agree with you 100%. Yep. Let's see. Nobody paying attention to her. That's it. Yeah. So she spirals and she circles and she malfunctions. And I kind of half expect one of her eyes to start twitching like that. I think that's really good. But yeah, these pictures make me sick because Revealing the Narc put it so well and said, because again, I believe she lives somewhere in, not terribly far from the area and stuff, or in the general, I don't know, not far. And she was saying, like, imagine you see these 2 walking past your burnt out car like this, or your possessions that are on the ground that have burnt, and they're just traipsing through it. In fact, I do have somebody said right here, this is it. Brilliant. Revealing said, if I lost my home and saw Meghan Markle walking over the ruins, I'd lose my mind. It's literally all the property I have left. She's stomping around on it. What if there's something sentimental that has survived the fire and she breaks it? She's truly the most disgusting person. And I'll say, Revealing, I agree with you. But it's not just, I'd say it has too. But yeah, truly disgusting, awful people. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I hate it. I hate seeing this, but I thought that was such a good point. But think about it. This is what they do. Yeah, that's exactly. She's searching for the camera 100%. But this is what they do. Oh, you're talking about. They, they've done it before at like cemeteries and stuff, like memorial sites. They go, they make it about themselves, no respect for what's around them. I'm just thinking about how sickening it would be. I think Revealing made such a good point. Imagine it's all you have left and it's burnt. And both of them are traipsing through it like this, trying to get their photo up. Awful people. Awful. I wonder if she asked to see her old family home and to see if it burned down. Oh, that's such a good point. Oh, you're brilliant. What if it's that? What if she's trying to find it doesn't even have to be, hold on. My hair's stuck in my necklace. It doesn't even have to be the old family home. What if it's just something tied to her childhood? Yeah, it could be the family home. It could be anything. She'll make it about herself and be like, this is where I rode my bike to the Sizzler, whatever the store was, right? She'll tie it back to herself and make it about herself and put that in the doc. You're brilliant. That's what it is. I bet you're right. The cameras aren't even allowed back yet. Or sorry, you said the owners. Not cameras. The owners are not allowed back yet. Yeah, I heard that. Somebody said that I think it was Tanya was saying, put out a warning that people can be arrested if they try to go back and stuff. Well, why are these idiots allowed on there? They're not. It's not right. Princess Carparkle. So it's unremarkable. It says, why do you think Meghan Markle postponed with Love Meghan? So again, I'm sorry we're bouncing around between Fires and with Love Meghan. It's just how it did. It's fine. But yeah, it's Uvalde 2.0 all over again. It makes me absolutely sick. I totally agree with you. She even wore a similar outfit to both. It's her grief grifting uniform. Apparently, again, it's her grief grifting uniform. You put on a hat, you can do terrible things apparently, and that's totally okay. So look out. I'm in a hat. What should I do? All right. Why do you think Meghan Markle postponed with Love Meghan? Do we think it was to rescue California, to edit to fix it, to try and fix her image, to buy time? So you can see the check mark is what I voted for. I thought it was to edit to fix it. I think she already thinks her image is great. So I don't think she has the wherewithal to realize that she needs to fix her image. I don't think her narcissism lets her see that. Maybe to buy time, you can make an argument for that to rescue California at 2%. Okay. What do you guys think? Again, I voted for to edit to fix it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Irene says, sorry, what will it pop up on here? Uh-oh, it's freezing. It's not letting me pop it up. Okay. What's with the public statements from the office of Duke and Duchess? I don't know, to make themselves seem busy and important. What movie is that from? I keep quoting that and then I can't remember. I'm very busy and important. I think it's Anchorman. I have many leather-bound books. My apartment smells of rich mahogany. I'm very busy and important. I think that's Anchorman. Who knows? I like your hat, though. If that's a hat, it looks cool. All right. Meghan swears we don't all see right through her. That's exactly it. I think she thinks she's the smartest in the room. So I don't think she thinks we can see it. You know what I mean? Like, I think she thinks she can. That's a lot of things. I think she thinks she can outfox us all and then we won't see it. I think that's just an ongoing theme with her, with all of it. All right. Polly Rubino. Again, this is the one that has made me these great gifts that I keep playing. Thank you, Polly Rubino. He says, oh, yeah, I meant to pull this article and I got sidetracked. Okay. The Babylon Bee, I'm not familiar with them personally, but a lot of people seem to know about them. Sorry, I just talked on Twitter, and they said that it's like it doesn't matter. It's some sort of publication, but it says Los Angeles saved after Meghan Markle arrives to stand around wearing a baseball cap. I don't know who the Babylon Bee is, but they have my full support after this. If it's a publication, I'll buy a copy. That cracked me up. I thought that was a great headline. So Los Angeles saved after Meghan Markle arrives to stand around wearing a baseball cap. Oh, it's a parody. Yeah, I think it's great. Great. Well, I'll subscribe to it, whatever I got to do to promote it, because that's fantastic. That's a great headline. Satire. Great. I love satire. Sarcasm is the only other language I speak. Let's do that. Hugs and prayers, Tanya. Absolutely. Maybe they are re-editing the show and leaving enough time that people will forget yeah. I don't think they think like that. My instinct says that Meghan thinks it's perfect, that it's everybody else's fault that the trailer didn't do well. So I'm hearing the rumblings as you are that she blamed the weird edit or something. So it's probably something like that. But surely somebody at Netflix can see that this is a disaster and they're trying to whip something else up together. But if it is using the fire stuff, I think there'll be a level of backlash we've never seen before. Again, I'm just imagine losing everything in a fire and then having to put up with Meghan Markle on top of it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah, exactly. Let me see something real quick. That's better. Okay, I'm making myself small because the rhrjen was cutting off part of the word, so I couldn't. That's why I was reading it weird, because I couldn't see exactly what it said, but now I can see it. So Jack Poso says, imagine losing everything in the fire, then having to put up with Meghan Markle on top of it. Amen. That's terrible. Nobody would want that. That's awful. But again, I think, is this the person she was hugging that walked off with her? I don't know. Allegedly. Yeah, just awful. What does that say? Claws. What's funny is I thought you said clowns. I'm like, wait, who's clowns? Yeah, she's a clown. Is that what you're right? Yeah. No, you're right. It's claws. Yeah. You will hug me. You will hug me for this photo op. Come here and hug me. What would Catherine do? Catherine would get in touch with businesses other businesses to try to figure out how to help those affected. She would not be there for photo ops. She would be like, I'm trying to think, like doing things behind the scenes. She might be there to physically help, but it would be more, she would know that it would create a media circus and she would not want that. So she would arrange, like, I think about how she helps kids a lot. And like with that, I can't remember the name of it now, but there was she just did this where she got all these businesses to help these kids that needed help and to donate as much as they could. All it takes is her talking to them and businesses jump at the chance to help. So if you have if I had the ability to do that, I'd be making phone calls right now if anybody would listen to me, I think she would use anything she could to help. and she's smart enough to know that showing up would create the media circus that doesn't need to happen. It would create chaos and divert attention and resources. So she doesn't need to do that because she doesn't need to beg for attention. She's got it naturally. So instead, she would find other ways to help, or take up collections, something like that, or give money, whatever it is. She'd find ways to help. Netflix, Tudum, sure. The release of With Love, Meghan has been moved. Oh, okay. Here's the announcement. Here we go. The release of With Love, Meghan has been moved from its previously announced January premiere date of March 4th as we focus on the needs of those impacted by the wildfires in my home state. Okay. All right. Even that, the statement has to be about her. Has to. Can't. Okay. Let me finish reading this and then I'm gonna react because seriously. As we focus on the needs of those impacted by the wildfires in my home state of California, says Meghan. Read more here, and then we'll talk about the reactions because there are reactions. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing there. It's like, oh, I'm not trying to make this about me. While making it about me, I'm postponing my shows because the wildfires from my home state, because it's me. With love, Meghan. This is where, again, I just get so irritated I can't speak, which is fun for somebody with a YouTube channel and a microphone. I get so irritated I can't stand it. I'm just like, you're really going to put out this statement? It's the most masturbatory, sorry, it's just all I can think about statement ever. Same with the name. It's just like, seriously, with love, Meghan. Me, over and over again. So I'm going to postpone my show because I am so kind and I am doing this to help because me. It's so awful. They're awful, awful people. Again, back to my list. Abhorrent people. Shameful, obnoxious, disgusting behavior. It's the stupidity of it. Yes. Love this. What, the statement? Is it not the most, I gotta quit using that word, self satisfying statement you've ever heard? Because I can't think of anything more self-satisfying than this. I really can't. As we focus on the needs of those impacted by the wildfires in my home state of California, we're going to postpone my show about me that's called Meghan. Oh my God. You flaming narcissist. Oh my gosh. It's like every time. Okay. She wants to make sure that people that can't see or hear know she's a narcissist because she covers all the bases. Like, she shows you with her actions she's a narcissist. She shows you with her words she's a narcissist. She shows you with her body language she's a narcissist. It's wild. Call your father, Meghan. That's right. Call your father. Oh no. Yeah. Open your homes for people, but not my dad. Help the elderly. Still not my dad. Exactly this, Grace, exactly this. I'm sorry, I just hadn't really taken in the statement till now, and now that I'm processing, I feel like I'm a robot who's spiraling. Like I might smell burnt toast. Guys, I appreciate you watching so much. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. What did you think of the Harry ripping his arm away thing? Tell me what you thought about all of it. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you. I truly do. I'd like to thank my Patreon members. Thank you so much for supporting the show. It means so much to me. It truly does. If you'd like to further support with Patreon, you can check it out at patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yep, it's my old name, but you can still find me with all kinds of content, hundreds of bonus videos. So if you're not sick of me yet, you can watch extra stuff over there. It's a lot of fun. It's a great group. So check that out. As always, I just appreciate you being here. I truly do. If you watch the live, man, that's awesome. If you join me in the live, thank you for that. If you watched it after the fact, that's awesome. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Oh yeah, I'm collabing with Taz very soon. So any questions you have for her, leave them in the comments. I'll take a look and see what we got. And then I also announced that I'm collabing with John Witherspoon, who's an attorney from the DC area who knows a lot about Johnny Depp case. So I'm very excited about that. We'll ask him questions about that. And he also has takes on Harry and Meghan. He's been on a lot of other of the Megxit YouTube channels. So a lot of you guys are familiar with him. He's great. Excited to talk to him. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. You mean the whole wide world to me. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you have the best day. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.